everyone, and welcome to Nicole Reacts With. I'm Nicole, and today I have a very special guest who I have come to admire and respect greatly. You may have seen her recently, or last year, in A Holiday I Do. She is an actor, producer, writer, and most importantly, the mother to a beautiful girl named Bagel. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lindsay Hicks.
Hi, yay, this is really fun.
Yes. Hi, Bagel.
And Bagel's so cozy.
She's warming up to me.
She is.
Hopefully.
She is. It takes her a while. She really has to, build trust. And I love that about her, actually.
Good,
because
good.
I am not that way. I'm just like,
Throw yourself
right away,
to the wind.
Here we are, this is it.
That's good.
Yeah,
You're still alive, though, so it seems to have worked out in your favor.
Thus far, but you never know.
You're a good girl. You said that she has, like, stripper rules?
Yeah, she plays by stripper rules, which means she can touch you, but you cannot touch her.
And will she accept $5 bills?
100%.
Okay, what about $1? I don't
Absolutely.
have fives.
No, she's not scooping up those ones.
Sacagawea
She'll
coins?
scoop whatever you got.
Oh, look at you. Venmo. I'll Venmo you. She's such a cutie. I
She's
love
cute.
It.
She's
This is
great.
just going to be a Bagel fan podcast.
If I'm honest, most of my life is just Bagel fan club,
Good.
and I'm really okay with it. Every time I have like an event, a party, or whatever, I get so much Bagel art from my friends. I have a bunch of amazingly artistic friends, and I have so much Bagel art
That's good to know.
in my house. It's fantastic. I just love it so much.
I'm so glad that our generation and like the generations surrounding us celebrate their animals so much, because I feel like my parents and then like their parents, not so much. A pet is a pet. They don't go on the bed. They don't do this. Yeah. And now we're like, I'm pretty sure you birthed her.
No,
I'm pretty sure she came out
my
of
body.
your
She
womb.
sleeps in the bed with me. Mm-hmm. She sleeps in the bed with anyone who sleeps in the bed with me. Wow. She's a big part of the whole thing.
That she's accepting. Did you have a home birth or was it at the hospital?
It was a water birth.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brave.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought so.
Wow.
No, I found her. She was living in a terrible, terrible place, and she was very sick when I got her. And she was, basically the vet when I took her in was like, don't get attached.
That's terrible.
I was like, too late, bro.
Yeah.
But we got her better, and now she lives the best life of all time.
I have come to notice that.
Yeah.
And we will talk more about that.
Great.
For sure.
Amazing.
Did you have a brat summer?
It's hard to say, because here's my question. And this really I'm showing my age right now.
Okay.
Brat just means like slutty, don't give a fuck.
I don't think it necessarily means slutty, but you could be a slut. I had
You
a brat
can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. You can smoke cigarettes in a place where you're not allowed to smoke. You don't give a fuck. You go to a club. You're going to like sleep till 2 p.m. and just like whatever.
Okay,
I guess.
super did not have a brat summer. I had
What kind of summer did you have?
I had a busy work all the time summer. I shot a movie this summer. There was no time for brat.
Okay.
I wasn't in it, but actually I was. I had a small part in it. I played the only gay in the movie. Well, the only lesbian in the movie.
So you're the token gay, yet again.
The token lesbian.
Okay.
Which I guess I typecast. I played a lesbian who loves eggs.
And you're vegan.
I'm in one scene. I am.
Oh.
I am. Yeah, but the movie we shot over the course of the summer. We just wrapped like 3 weeks ago. We're in post. So I had a very busy non-brat summer.
What movie was that?
It's called Tessie, directed by Mark Webber and written by Moby.
Okay.
Who I run his production company, and he was like, I have
Yes.
this script. And I was like, well, do you love it? And he was like, I love it. And I was like, well, let's get it made. And we did.
Is it like, because I know that you guys have worked on a lot of like documentaries. So is it like a documentary style?
No,
or
it's full
scripted movie?
It's starring Mina Massoud, who played Aladdin in the live action Aladdin.
Wow.
And Sarah Jeffrey.
I love it.
Who was in the reboot of Charmed.
Oh, there was a reboot of Charmed?
Yes.
I don't know anything.
And apparently everyone in it is very, very hot and good.
I know that you're from a lot of places. You're from like Texas, Oklahoma, Indiana, Georgia, Hawaii.
You did your research, Sam.
Here at Nicole Reacts Up, we do a lot of R&D. And when I say we, it's just me stalking and scrolling. So where are you really from? What do you say? What do you claim?
I'll give the backstory. What do I claim? Have you ever seen Showgirls? Starring
No, but I know of
Elizabeth
it.
Berkley.
I know she's sexy.
And Gina Gershon. It's one of the best movies ever. But anyway, she's kind of this like tough showgirl stripper crazy person, but she's incredible. She's amazing. Anyway, people always ask her where she's from, and she goes, different places.
Okay.
And so that's what I do also. I'm basically Nomi Malone.
Do you say that like that?
Except different places. Only to the gay boys because they're the ones that understand it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyone else is just like, eh. Yeah. So yeah, I was born in Oklahoma, moved to Hawaii, lived in Indiana, then moved to Georgia, and then I moved to Texas where I went to college, and then I lived in New York for like 7 years, and then I've been out here for 9 years.
Wow. And
In LA.
Where is your favorite place that you've lived?
New York City, 100%. I do love
what I'm
Los
talking about.
Angeles, and Los Angeles is cozy, and there's a wonderful creative community here, and I love the film and television world mostly. But New York itself, there's just like the vibes are irreplaceable.
Unmatchable. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
But I'm biased. Yeah.
You're allowed. You get it. You've been there. You haven't left for a good reason. I mean, there's great opportunity here, and that's why I didn't mean to move here. I came here with an ex.
It's always that.
And, well, because we had sold a show. I did this web series called The Better Half.
I know.
Oh, yes. The R&D is strong here.
It was actually, that was very funny. Well, yeah, keep going.
Anyway, that's what brought me here because
Okay.
we were developing it with a network. The network kind of fell apart, and then we were like, let's just stick around. We'd gotten these jobs, and it was about to be winter in New York. And we were like, let's just go back in the spring. But then we broke up, and then and then I got this job working for Wanda Sykes, and then everything just kind of.
Awesome. How did you get that job with Wanda Sykes?
The basketball league. So my friend, I played on this basketball league of like women that work in comedy, TV, film, all of that stuff. And one of the gals on the team, her name's Ariel Ladenson. She was working for Wanda at the time. And I was saying like, acting and writing is hard and I'm not making any money and I don't know what to do. And she was like, well, do you want like a production job? And I was like, I don't know, maybe. And so I went in and I met with them and ended up being like, you know what, this is cool. And I could learn a lot here. And I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so weird how things just fall into our lap sometimes, or like these opportunities. It's not like, I wasn't looking for it. Just like, I just played on a basketball team for women in comedy. And
I don't even play basketball.
I was going to say, because I never thought of you to be a basketball, but you're tall.
I'm tall and I'm an athletic person.
Okay.
But I also I was not a good basketball player.
Really?
Yeah. I just tried to distract people with like pheromones.
I weirdly was very good at basketball in school, and I used to play during my lunch. Like I wouldn't eat lunch and then play. I would have a sandwich in one hand and be dribbling. And
That's multitasking. And that is
great.
so much harder than anyone could possibly imagine. It's very, very hard to eat a sandwich and dribble at the same time. So
it
you
is.
are an athlete.
Yeah, and it actually made like all the boys laugh because they were like, and I would like get it in. I would like shoot the baskets, get them in, and they'd just be like, "The f- are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't want to stop to eat. I want to play and eat. So
That's incredible. I'm actually very, very impressed right now that you were able to do that.
yeah, you should be.
I am.
I want to probably take it up. I actually haven't played basketball in a very long time.
This is your sign. This is the sign.
Only if I had a sandwich in my hand. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll get you a sandwich. I got your sandwich.
When I started doing these recaps, like honestly, I just thought I'm gonna do recaps. It started with the L word, Gen Q, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. It'll be fun. It's like just a stupid little thing. Just be gay and fun. And then it turned into like something a little bit more than that. But what I really didn't anticipate was how much I would be introduced to different queer artists and different queer art. And that's like how I learn about new people. Like I had my those five gay movies that like I would watch over and over. Like Imagine Me and You and
The best.
love that one. Chia. And I'm just so happy that like it brought me to people like you. And so I want to know what I guess like your whole queer awakening, and maybe that was brought up by like movies. I don't know. Did you have like a crush, like a celebrity crush that started it, or?
I mean, I think I would have crushes, but I don't think I was like registering like, oh, this is a crush. I would just be like, there is nobody better than Xena.
Well,
Xena's perfect, and there's nobody better than Xena. Like,
yes.
It wasn't registering to me as like,
why you
oh,
were watching
I want to put my mouth on her mouth. It was registering to me as like, just like a kind of like, like it wasn't processing like that. But I will say, and even like in high school and stuff, I remember like kissing my girl, like my gal pals, and like, but like even then, not registering it as like, I'm doing this because I'm actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You don't have the language for it at that time.
Yeah, but also I'd never met a queer person, a queer woman.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option in life until I was 18.
Wow.
Didn't understand. Did not get it. That's how like how like patriarchal my upbringing was, that I just fully didn't understand that like women could enjoy anything, much less another woman. So I think once I realized that, I was like, oh, like I realized two things my like freshman year of college, which was you could live a life without eating meat, which I was like, no way. And then I did, and I was like, this is awesome. And then also that like women could be without, and I was like, that's cool too.
That is
gonna take my time with that one. Gotta think about it.
It's a bigger commitment.
Well, it was a bigger, road to cross or line to cross, I guess. And then eventually there was this like one woman that I was like in love with in college. And I was like, oh, there you go. Okay, that's it. And then that kind of started. But also it was the freaking L word, man, because I had never seen queer women just out there living their lives. Everything I had seen up to that point was like breakups, getting back together. Everything felt like drama and not very fun and not very connected.
Yeah.
And then watching that show gave me the sense of like, oh no, like you can live life and be happy and have joy and have fun and have friends and exist in the world. Like that was a novel experience for me watching that.
I think that's a universal experience for anybody who was a queer girl, a woman growing up in that time when the L word came out, because it was the first of its kind. I know we had some movies, but this show that like lasted long, that was very successful. I think it gave like a lot of us a window into a world that we didn't know existed. I know for sure I didn't know.
Right?
I knew I was gay, but I didn't know that I could like have
Live
a real life.
Yeah. You think it's this like kind of sentence, and I think that's why my, people in my life were very like, oh no, and why I think parents are scared for their children.
Yeah.
In general, because they think they're going to have to like
live
this hard life, and you don't have to. No.
Luckily, I feel very lucky that I was kind of born into the time period that I was.
Same.
And even like in high school, it was kind of tough. Like George Bush was president. Like it was always like on TV, like marriage is between a man and a woman. So like hearing that does something to your psyche. You're like, I don't belong here. I'm not.
The discourse of it all is like, why is my existence
such a problem?
Up for discussion.
Yeah.
And it is like, even like hearing about them debating trans and all, I'm like, that's real people that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's human beings whose existence you're discussing. And it's like, it's just, people can be so flippant and glib when it comes to that.
I think people who have very strong opinions about stuff like that are people who've never met a trans person.
Or who have some sort of self-hatred thing in them going on, you know what I mean?
Well, you heard about the RNC grinder crash?
Of course. That was one of my favorite news, headlines to come out in a very long time.
Love it.
It's great. But also, nobody was surprised.
No.
0 surprised people.
No. 0 out of 10 surprise factor.
100%.
So, how did we get here?
I don't remember. Oh, Queer Journey. Is that what we were talking about?
Yes. So, that's why I really loved, so you were in A Holiday I Do that came out last year. I just loved that it was not a coming out story, not a my parents have a problem with me story. Like, that was all just left out. And it was just a love story between 2 women. I was just so happy that it wasn't about the gay. It was no trauma, it was no coming out, it was no getting kicked out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm so happy that we are getting more of that.
Yes.
And I was really and Christmas movies. How does it feel to be in like one of the first queer?
Well, that's
Christmas
why I did
movies?
it, because I was like, oh man, I don't know. I have this job. I'm running this production company. I have all of these responsibilities. It's the pandemic. Like, what do I don't know. But then I was like, my reasoning was like, first of all, anyone from the production team that I've met, the director, the writers that I had met, I was like, they're really nice. They're good people. And then I was like, you know, it's a very rare opportunity, I think, to be offered a role in something that feels like I haven't quite seen it before. I mean, not that it's the first one that has ever happened. I know there have been others.
It's like one of the first, though.
But it's, you know, there aren't many. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I would love to be a part of that contribution into like queer Christmas canon.
Yes, it is. Because
or holiday, whatever.
I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, why is it called The Holiday I Do? They're clearly, weren't they celebrating Christmas? Were they?
I don't know. Unclear.
We'll get back to you, folks.
It's not about that.
It really wasn't.
It's about lesbians.
That's all. Listen, all you gotta tell me is that, and I'm watching. Like literally, that's all I need. My sister-in-law always like makes fun of me. She's like, "You won't watch anything unless it's gay," which is not true. But she's like, "You only want to watch gay shit," and I'm like, "Well, why do you think that is? I watched straight shit my whole life."
You're really making up for lost time.
I'm like, "Yeah, damn right I do. I have a right. Every little fucking movie I gotta watch is all straight." And I put up with it.
We've put up with so much straightness.
What's your favorite, like, straight love story? Do you have, like, a favorite, like...
My favorite straight love story of all time, unclear, though I really do love the love story in Fifth Element. It's just so bizarre. The whole thing is so weird. And I'm like, I love that this, like, sci-fi movie is just kind of, like, a love story in a way. The Power of Love. But one of my favorite, like, love story rom-coms that has come out recently, and it's kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
But it's that Anne Hathaway Galatzine where she's like 40 and he's young and he's the pop star. What's it called? I can't remember.
Are you making this up?
No, I swear it's
real?
real. It's so good. I can't think of the name of it. The Idea of You. The Idea of You. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Never heard of it.
The Idea of You.
It's good?
You have to watch it. I mean, I feel like this Nick Galatzine is like kind of bringing lesbian energy to it, which is maybe why I like it.
Yeah, probably.
But also, I love an age gap romance.
Oh.
And it's just very, it's very, very sweet. It's very like fantastical in a way because it's kind of like, obviously this never happened or probably not happen. But it's really, really good. And I laughed and I cried and I just thought it was so good. And Anne Hathaway has never looked better. That was fun to watch.
She's flawless. This movie's like recent?
Yeah, it came out like a few months ago, 6 months ago.
We'll see about that.
I think you would like it. You have to watch it and tell me.
I'm going to watch it. Like,
you must.
You recommended it, so I have to watch it now. It's not gay, so I'll tell my sister. Look, I'm watching a straight movie.
Look, hello, this
Look
is
at
so
this.
straight.
Wow.
Not even an ounce of gay in here, even though it is based around a boy band.
So it's starting
What's
to
your
sound familiar.
favorite love story?
It's so corny.
No, tell me.
Embarrassing. Titanic. I love Titanic.
I mean,
I watch it like 17 billion 37 times.
wait, your favorite love story is a love story where like
The man dies.
the guy dies?
I guess. I don't know if it's my favorite love story. It's just like it was always my favorite movie. Like I thought it was amazing how they fell in love in like a day, and like
Look, when you know, you know.
when you know, you know. What is it? A woman's heart is like an ocean of secrets. That's right.
It so is.
It really is.
Everyone knows that.
Period. That movie. Yeah. Anyway, so love Titanic. I do have to admit that I brought you here only because like I said before, I am running the Bagel fan club.
Oh, good, good.
And I wanted to show my allegiance to her.
Stop it.
This,
Oh my
speaking of bagel art, I got this at the bagel store. This is...
I'm about to start crying right now. This is the craziest, most amazing thing.
You don't have to cry.
Holy
Please,
shit.
please don't cry. But you can have your own as well.
Stop it.
You can have yours. That's for you.
Oh my my God, Bagel! Did you design this?
I did. Like, not that it's good or anything.
No, it's amazing.
I'm a Canva warrior. Do you use Canva?
I love Canva.
So I had like all these other designs that didn't go.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course.
For also your reveal, I'm dead. I've died. I'm dead.
Rest in peace.
100%.
This is for Bagel because I don't want her to feel left out. She has.
Bagel, is that a bagel with cream cheese?
Oh, look who wants look who will pay attention to me now.
Wow, you got that bagel with cream cheese.
Wow,
did you want to go show everyone?
Look at.
Wow,
Say
Bagel.
hello.
This is so cool.
Oh my goodness.
That is perfect. I love it so much.
I'm very glad.
Thank you. I'm beside myself. I just don't even know what to do right now. Oh my God.
I'll distract you with a different question.
Okay,
Let's see
please,
what we
because
have here.
I'm verklempt.
I saw that Bagel was in Punk Rock Vegan.
Bagel was in Punk Rock Vegan movie. She played Moby's like consigliere.
She had a very familiar voice. It sounded like somebody that I recognized, but I just like couldn't put my finger on it.
It was I did Bagel's voice because I mean, you know, I am her mother. I have to imagine she would sound something like me if she did try to speak. You want to go sit over there?
I know you do, but you just don't know what to do. It's a little.
You can go sit, Bagel.
I would grab her, but I don't want her to get scared.
You want to come sit back here?
She's like, I'll just pick one of the lesbians. Does she have a SAG card? I just want to make sure that she was represented properly. And she said no.
She was like, no, they didn't give me a SAG card. No,
bark if it was child labor.
No, Bagel works non-union for now. We're still trying to get her enough credits.
Okay, good.
That she can become SAG.
I feel like she should. She spoke a lot in that film.
She spoke a lot in the film. And she generally just has a lot to say, I think, when she's on camera. But yeah, she was definitely in that movie. I feel like she's done a lot. Moby uses her in like everything.
Yeah, he loves her.
He loves her.
He's obsessed with her.
So am I.
Obsessed.
But yeah, I mean, how could you not be? With this face, are you kidding me?
And you like me because I give you a toy.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it however I can get it. So tell the folks Bagel's government name.
Bagel's government. Okay, is this going to be so annoying?
I told you. I apologize. I apologize to myself.
That's so fun, right? Bagel's given name. Her name is Candice Bergen Bagel.
How did we come up with that?
Well, here's the thing. Have you ever seen Candice Bergen?
Yes.
She's fantastic.
Yes.
She
had a
beautiful.
show, right? What was the show?
Murphy Brown.
Yes.
Murphy Brown was a root for me, where I was like, she was one of those where I was like, whatever that is, yes.
So you like a power suit?
100%. 100%. I love a woman that's like on the verge of being terrifying.
Bette Porter, do you like her too?
100%, yes.
Daddy energy.
I mean, you know, I was also with Shane, but Bette could really get it, 100%.
Yep, 100%. That was always my goal.
Yeah.
So Candice Bergen
Bagel, but you know, calling a dog Candice Bergen felt like a lot of pressure on her.
Imagine at the vet, Candice Bergen. That's what I always imagine when I'm naming a pet. Just like, it's going to be in
but
public.
honestly, like yelling Bagel in public is its own kind of like.
It's different. Speaking of Candice Bergen, she was in Miss Congeniality, right?
She was. Loved her in Miss Congeniality. Also one of my favorite movies.
I heard that you were in a pageant once.
I was in a pageant once.
Can you tell me about that?
Well, yes. See, my mother was a big pageant.
This was in Texas?
Person in Texas,
obviously. Makes sense. Were you a toddler in a tiara or you were older?
I was not a toddler in a tiara. But, you know, the whole pageant thing came honestly. My mom was like, it's in your blood. And so I did it was like for my high school, the pageant for my high school, Central Gwinnett High School, Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Shout out.
And I won it. And I won Miss Congeniality.
Wait, you can win both?
Apparently.
I don't know anything about that, so congrats to you.
But it was really like, you know, it was like a low rent little high school pageant, but also.
Don't diminish it. You celebrate that win.
Oh, I'm proud of it because here's the thing. So they didn't do like a swimsuit thing because it's high school.
Okay,
so
good.
you had to do workwear. So I wore a little like.
You're Candice Bergen best.
I wore a little like girl suit, skirt suit from the Limited, and as you walk around, they read they read who your hero is.
Okay.
And my hero was Barbara Walters.
Wow.
And I wrote this whole thing about how Barbara Walters is my hero, and I won.
Wow. Do you have pictures from that?
I do. They're so embarrassing.
Could you provide?
I wore this like incredibly demure like halter thing, but not to have arms exposed. There was like a little kind of like lace veil around because you can't.
Well, because you're a Texan Christian lady.
Of course.
Yes. Very, very modest.
So modest, so demure. But yeah, there's pictures. I'll send you one.
Hopefully,
they're so
I can put it
ridiculous.
right here in my hand. Here's a picture of this outfit here. When you were talking about your workplace clothes, eleganza, I was thinking, like, do you remember the Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead?
Yes.
And when they do the fashion show.
Oh my God.
And they have like the weirdest moves. Like one of the girls does like I don't know. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, I guess it was like an 80s thing, but she like models her thing, and then the brother's like, wow, she's so hot. I'm like, is she? Is she? Love that movie. So you mentioned that you work with Moby. You guys are good friends. You work together. You run Little Walnut.
Yeah, and his production company.
What does that entail? Because I don't even know what that means.
It's a lot. So a few years ago, Moby was like, hey, I have this like production company entity that I'm not doing anything with. Do you want to come run it? And I was like, sure. I mean, I was like, our friendship, what if our friendship becomes in like tricky, like that's, it would make me really sad if our friendship was, altered and I know this is next level.
Oh my God.
So I came on, and since then we put out 2 feature docs. I've made so many music videos.
Wow.
For like very little money. We just do it all in his living room, basically. We do our own podcast, Moby Pod.
Yes.
And we just, like I said, we shot our first movie, and now we're developing all of this other stuff and trying to just build out the world of Little Walnut.
Have you done at this point in your career more producing than acting?
At this point, yeah.
Which one do you like better?
Well, they're very different. I think acting is really, really fun once you're on the job.
Yeah.
Because acting is great. That's what I went to school for. I love it. I have a system. I have a craft. It's so great. It's so fun. You can explore. You can do all of that just as an artist, as a creative. And that is so fun. Play. You could play.
Yeah. Make choices.
Exactly. And that is so great. And people are really nice to you. And they give you snacks and food all day. And they put makeup on you.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
ASMR.
Oh my God, it's the best. I love it. I literally love it. I love ASMR.
Do you watch ASMR?
I'm obsessed.
Which one? Like, there's so many different subgenres.
I mostly just listen to it. Like, when I'm stressed, a little ASMR. Yeah. Oh my God. I love it so much. Why do I love it so much? It's so weird. Some people hate it.
Some people don't even get that.
The feeling. Response,
autonomous, whatever. Yeah. I don't get it from listening to something on a phone, but I get it when somebody talks in a really low voice in person.
Really?
If you talk to me like this, I will start to get tingles, and then I'll just listen to anything you have to say.
That's okay. Good to know.
I was at a funeral like a few months ago.
A funeral?
The priest was talking like that, and I just was like, why am I enjoying this? This is horrible. But yeah, because he had like the most soothing voice.
Holy shit.
But anyways, you like acting because they put makeup on you. They put makeup on you. They treat you nice. They give you snacks.
Yes. So acting is really, really fun. It's a whole different thing. Producing is great because you actually have control. The thing that sucks about acting is that you never know when your next job is coming in. You have no control over what will come your way, if you'll even get it. You audition a gazillion times, and the percentage of stuff you actually get is so heinously low. And you just don't have control. And I like the sense of having some control over like my creative world, my creative life. And so that is the nice thing about producing,
I agree. I also went to school for acting and stuff, but as you realize, as you grow up, you realize like you said, the odds of getting things are so difficult. Being able to create your own work and just create something yourself, it's not only fun and you get like more out of it, or it's more fulfilling. That's the word I couldn't think of. But then you get this product that's like 100% yours. Like that's that baby that I've came from here and like turned into a thing. Like that's beautiful.
Yeah. It's gratifying. It's very much like, and also like, I have a very like a strong purpose in my life as a human being. Like I care very, very much about certain issues in this world, and I'm like, I feel like it would be a waste of energy to not be putting effort into creating art that addresses those things.
Yes,
you know?
that means something to you.
Yeah, because I think media is so valuable. Like I often say that like I don't know if we would have gay marriage in this country if it wasn't for Will and Grace.
Wow.
I think that Will and Grace changed the public perception of what it meant to be a gay person.
I never thought of that.
And I think that if public perception hadn't shifted so powerfully, I don't know if we would have that now. Like, I think that there is real power in, like, it's soft power, basically. If you can create the culture, then policy often follows.
Yes.
And those policies can protect people that really, really need it, like gay marriage. So I think that it's nice to like be on this side of that and be able to kind of like push things that I genuinely believe in. And I'm sure I miss the mark a lot, but I'm always trying to like figure out better ways to get there and to do that. And yeah.
We're all learning, and I don't think we'll ever be at a point where we're like, we did that perfect on anything, on any kind of skill, topic, or talent. Just like we're all adjusting to everything that is changing at the same time as we are. So what you can do is your best.
Yeah.
And what's good is that you're a very empathetic person. So like,
I try.
I think you are.
You want to lay on your thing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness. That's perfect. I have to get a picture
This
of
is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I love it so much. Bagel on her bagel.
It's bagelception. Oh my goodness, I'll send you those. So when I first watched Holiday I Do, that was like the first time I became like aware of you. And not knowing anything about you, I just was like, well, this is an actor who does like a Christmas movie. Like I just assumed like dramatic. But then as I looked more into you, I'm like, oh, so she's like funny.
This bitch is a clown.
Clown bozo. You're really funny.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, so you agree. You think you're really funny.
I actually do. And usually in the terrible way of like, oh, that I've made mistakes and they're comical, you know.
I did watch also The Better Half. I really enjoyed that as well. It's like little kind of like very short.
Very short. They're only like, what, 5, 6?
Sadly.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Short. Well, we wanted to make more, but then, you know, things got weird.
That's okay.
Sadly.
Luckily, it exists.
It does.
I found it very funny. And then there was like a little clips of you guys. Like, have you ever been to Dinosaur in real life?
I have.
Did you work and prepare for it and do like a boot camp?
I did not when I went. I sadly did not do the boot camp, but I wish I had.
So you weren't prepared?
I wasn't. And I wish that I had like been drinking a little bit more along the way because the day I went, you know, people are just like at the pool drinking all day. And I was like, yeah, this is the vibe. I'm just going to like have a little treat. But by like 2 p.m. I was like, I have to take a nap. I'm not going to make it.
I'm not girly. Make it.
And I had to go to sleep.
I feel that though. What's your favorite alcoholic treat?
Well, I'm really into like a tequila or a natural wine these days. I can't drink as much as I used to anymore.
No,
but I'll have, you know, if the occasion calls for it.
Yeah, if you're forced.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to. So a tequila. Do you have a favorite tequila?
Just like a reposado. Any like nice little reposado, I'll go for it. I'm not too picky.
She's not picky.
It's nice. What do you like?
I like tequila on the rocks. A tequila soda or a vodka soda. Just like
simple, clean.
Simple. I'm not like the sweet with alcohol to me is just like
I don't like it.
Me neither.
I sometimes will get like Hy-Vee if I have like that sugary stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm very sensitive.
I know that you enjoy a good wig too.
I do love a wig.
You do love a wig.
I've never met a wig that I don't genuinely enjoy.
What is your favorite kind of wig? Like, let's say you had the world is your oyster and you can pick anything. What would you put on right now?
What would I put on right now? Well, see, you know, some wigs do involve prep.
Yeah.
Like a short hair wig, you really have to get get it in a cap, and it's not always easy because I have a lot of hair.
What are you telling?
So, but I do love the short hair wigs.
Like a little pixie?
Yeah, well, so there was a while where there's a musical artist named Scout Durwood, who I love very, very much. You would love her too. And she would do these shows around town, and she would have go-go dancers.
Oh.
But the go-go dancers could like pick whatever they wanted to wear. And so I would always go-go dance as sexy Elizabeth Warren. Meaning I would like get the short hair and I would get like the little like suit top, but then I would have these like little mini skirts and fishnets, and I would go dance as.
I don't think she's wearing that.
No, I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna try to look for
I
that.
cannot prove or disprove.
We will not confirm or deny that Elizabeth Warren wears sexy skirts, but we would like to see it if it exists. If you don't mind, I would like to kind of, because my whole thing is like reacting to things.
Yes.
I have a few things that you've done.
Oh God.
Like acting and stuff.
Okay, great. Not personal, because that could get.
No, I would never do that.
My friends
in
do it all
public,
the time. It's
in private.
Totally.
And I just want to have you and I react to it together.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, great. Here's the first thing that I want to talk about.
Oh my God.
Really?
This is from like 15 years ago. I didn't even know this was on the internet.
The internet is forever. Has anybody ever told you that?
Okay.
I have questions.
Oh my God, look, I'm so young.
Yes. I mean,
And skinny.
I think you still are both of those things, but we're running through Central Park.
Yes, we're running through Central Park.
And we're hungry.
And I'm looking for vegan beef jerky, vegan jerky. And then also apparently doing this dance.
That killed me. The music is impeccable. The dancing is unmatched in skill.
This is so insane.
The up close. Did you realize this was still on the internet?
No.
So what can you tell me? Because there's like no comments. And there's no
sweating.
description.
What on earth happened? What am I wearing?
I think that was the outfit for the time. You're fine.
I don't
Was this
really
an
know why we did this.
advertisement or
No?
It seemed like a commercial. The carousel.
So, I made this web series years ago called, I think it was called Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn,
Okay.
which I think is some of my best work. It was the first thing I ever did on film. And the director of this and I became friends, and I was talking to him about how much I love these strips, and these like fake jerky strips, and he was like, this is hilarious, do you want to do something about them? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know what. He was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna take a camera, let's go to the park. And this is what happened.
So this is you freestyling.
This is freestyle.
Okay.
And this is fantastic.
Yeah. I'm
I
obsessed.
can't believe that this is available for consumption for any reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And I love that you found it. I'm shocked.
I'm gonna put the link right here or somewhere. Here,
Oh my
here,
God.
here. I don't know where to put it, but
Just weeping. I'm openly weeping.
yeah, I was like, because there's no context and there's no description, I'm like, I don't know what this is. So, but I like it.
It isn't really anything. What is that?
Yes. You just look
my
like you're so
God.
hungry that you can't control your these moves. It's that really that gets me.
This is,
this shit had me cracking up.
This was such a long time ago.
What year
Whispering
was
to the
this?
horse.
Yeah, you got
Angrily.
yeah.
I slapped the horse.
Wow, that's not nice.
So this is
Oh,
what
you're
New York
speaking
was
to-
like for me. This is why I loved it so much.
Okay, and I'm sure you could run around like this and nobody will bat an eye.
No.
Oh, she's just yelling at the tree. Oh, she's yelling at the rock.
She's
oh,
slapping
she's
the
shuffle
horse.
step. Shuffle step.
Wow, I'm shocked.
So that's that.
So yeah, so this is my ideal, I think, piece of video work, which is just me dancing and making faces. And I think that's why I liked acting before, was because I could just dance and make faces.
I can tell you.
That's all I really want to do.
This deserves an EGOT for every reason.
Honestly, I forgot it existed, but I couldn't agree more.
Well, welcome back. It's still there.
Oh my God, I could not believe you found that.
And you probably
It's so funny.
Oh, it was very easy. It's right there. This wasn't like a deep dive.
Like,
this was
I did not work hard.
Yeah, that one was an easy one.
Okay.
I do a lot of good research, but this one, like, Bagel
Just
could have found
came
it.
to you.
Yes, Bagel literally.
She is great on a Google search.
I bet. She looks like a corporate girl.
Absolutely is.
What else do we have here? Okay, So this is. I like this.
This is recent.
The dark.
I remember it.
The dark lipstick and the. Did you put on those prosthetic horns yourself?
No, I had my friend Gabby came over and did those. We tried to get Moby to put on prosthetics. He would not do it. So basically what happened was he was like, I need to talk about my new album. And I was like, well, okay, but can we dress up like aliens? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so that was how that happened.
Okay. I love that.
And so then we dressed up like aliens. But I will say those prosthetics, they look great. They're really on there. But they're really on there. They were like on, I had to like scrub my skin with oil for hours.
What, to get the glue
off? It's like glue.
Yeah.
And then there's this oil that you put, I mean, it was so hard to get off. The ear ones, I was like scrubbing inside of my ear.
I did not realize you had ears on.
Look at the little
I see
ears.
it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but also that wig, that's a wig.
That's a wig.
That is a wig. I love that
I'm trying
wig.
to like, who does, it kind of gives me like Gaga vibes a little bit, but also somebody scary. But I can't put my finger on it. This reminds me of Shrek.
Yes.
Or what
I
are
was
those?
kind of going for like Shrek from, I could be from the same universe as
You
Shrek.
could be Fiona.
Well, you know, at least her
Non-ogre version.
Her like, you know, fairy god person.
What are these though? Now
They're
that
antenna.
Are they? What are they on Shrek?
I think that they are also some version of antenna. One thing I love is that there's so much like Shrek lore, and that like the Gen Zs have taken Shrek.
I could talk about Shrek all day.
You love Shrek.
I love Shrek. I'm not Gen Z, but I love Shrek, and I found out like a lot of cool stuff. But what were you going to say about Shrek?
I can't remember.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I recently learned about Shrek. Chris Farley recorded all of Shrek.
Stop it.
Before he passed away. And
With the accent?
No. So Chris Farley was Shrek. It was completely different. He was like just an American accent, grumpy, but like Chris Farley, he recorded 90% of the movie and then passed away. And they were like, well, we have to get somebody else. They got Mike Myers. Mike Myers did it all in an American accent, watched it and hated it and said, let me re-record it. I'm going to do it in a Scottish accent because my grandma used to read books to me and she was Scottish. And like, I think it'll be good. And the studio was like, absolutely not. Like, we already fucking did the whole movie. And he's like, he convinced them. I don't know if he had to pay out of his own money or whatever it is. And that's how we have the Shrek that we have today.
Wow.
You can listen to the Chris Farley versions on YouTube. It's so weird. What else do we got here? I only have like two. Oh, there we go.
This is sexy Elizabeth Warren.
Yes, it is. Now, I don't know about that wig. Hold on. It's giving
It's
that little boy from Seventh Heaven bowl cut.
Yes. So that is actually just like an old man wig. But I couldn't find the proper like Elizabeth.
I'm tagging Elizabeth Warren right now.
Oh, don't worry. I've tagged her in every single post that I've made about this, and she's never responded to me.
She's seen it though. I know she
God,
has.
I hope so. I love her so much.
This guy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Carl Marcus. That was his name. Carl Marcus. Let's go back here. Tell me about Carl.
So you know, during the pandemic, when like Moby and I didn't really know what to do with ourselves, we just started recording these weird little kind of skits and sketches.
That's good.
And this was one of them. And wow, you really pulled all the wig stuff. This is, yes. Yes, and I will say that beard felt so good to have on. It felt so right.
Really?
I loved it.
I thought you were going to
was
say
like,
it was itchy.
No.
You liked it.
I quite enjoyed it. I love it.
Well, I was
going to
say because like watching this, I was a little conflicted because I'm very gay. But I was like, why is Carl Marcus like low-key hot? He stands for everything that I am against probably. But I'm like, what is that? I don't know. Sexuality is spectrum.
Those feminine undertones.
Yes.
Those feminine
the feminine features.
Overtones.
Because a beard, hair, no, absolutely not.
But also it might be the dog.
I was about to say you're holding a cute doggy. Maybe that was the appeal.
Yeah, I think so.
Please do more.
Maybe we will.
I
Maybe
enjoy
we
it,
will.
which means,
Okay.
I mean,
But now that I know
obviously-
you're just attracted to Carl Marcus.
Don't tell everybody. Do more of that because it's very funny. And since I obviously represent the entire population of this earth, I think that I speak for everybody when I say,
Okay, no, great.
we want more.
I love that. And I absolutely will because we had a lot of fun doing it.
Good. Do more of that. And wear wigs. Years ago, I got a Winifred Sanderson costume. It was like a legit costume. I still have it. And the wig is legit. When I put that costume on, I was Bette Midler.
Yes.
And I have worn that for several Halloweens, not because I'm lazy or cheap. It's just because, like,
You love it.
as soon as you put the wig on,
You're like, sister?
sister. Yeah, and like I would walk, like do the walk down Manhattan, and it was so nice because Halloween's so cold in New York, so it was like it's the best costume. But yeah, that's all I got as far as questions. Do you where can we find you? What are you gonna be doing? Well, you're gonna be in Tessie.
Well, I have a small part in Tessie.
Well, we're watching for it. Where do we find that?
Well, we don't know yet. We're going to kind of see about some festivals, see where we might land. I don't know yet. So if you follow me at Lindsay Hicks on Instagram, which is really the only place that I do things, because it's the one I understand.
That's fine.
Follow me, and I'll be posting about anything that happens with the movie, which I'm so excited about, and hopefully we'll have more exciting stuff to share soon.
Yes, I'm so excited to see what you guys put out. I know I've been watching your podcast and listening to what you guys have to say, and a lot of things that you guys have talked about have resonated with me and made me think about things I've never thought about. So,
like what?
I'll tell you later. No, honestly, like you guys talk a lot about veganism. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, but
you thought about it.
I just like ideas and like what if, like, or like what would I eat if I was a vegan? What would I eat right here? Like, given these options, and just more of an idea. So I think that, like I said, you guys are very empathetic. You guys care deeply for animals, and I think other people as well, the world.
I do, at least. I can't speak for Moby on that one. But.
Right. We can only speak for ourselves. Well, I speak for the population of the world, but you can only speak for yourself. But thank you. Thank you guys for putting that out there and just like positive energy. We need that. We need positive things. We need laughter.
So much, the most. But you're also contributing to that.
I'm trying as well. Like I said, just make your own thing and just have fun.
You're supporting queer art. That's a very cool thing to do. Sorry, am I allowed to say that?
Shit. Yes, please curse.
Okay.
I mean, I have to bleep it out on YouTube, but everything else, like, it's fine.
Okay, perfect.
Because they'd be like taking your money away.
I love getting bleeped. It's like the coolest thing.
I could put like, I put like a bing, or it could be like a fart, or like a goat, the goat scream from the Tesla.
Yeah, that's great. I do love that.
But yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I really did.
Bagel, what do you think?
Bagel, I don't think has ever had more fun than this, right, Bagel?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was very fun for her.
She said, thank you. Oh, the kisses. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and join us next time on a Co-Reacts Up. Bye. Bye. Can we be friends now?
Oh.
I know you wanted to come. Hello.
Bagel, did you know about your thing?
She said, girl, give that to me right now.